Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited to show you the recipe for this 2-ingredient dessert. Yes, I said 2-ingredient dessert. It has a mousse-like texture, and today I'm going to show you 3 ways that I presented it. But at the end, I will also give you a suggestion that occurred to me after I made this dessert. So hopefully when you make it, you can put it into effect. So let's get started. For my 2-ingredient dessert, I am using evaporated milk, and I will also be using a package of Jell-O. In this case, I did go ahead and choose strawberry gelatin. All the other ingredients that I will be using are totally optional except the water. For example, this pie crust and then the mini pie crust that I will be using further into the video are totally optional. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take 1 cup of hot water and also a ½ cup of cold water, because this is how I'll be dissolving my gelatin. First, I'm going to go ahead and pour in the entire package of gelatin into the hot water, and I'm going to go ahead and whisk this to make sure that we dissolve all of the sugar and all of the gelatin that is at the bottom. This process took approximately about 30 to 45 seconds, and I just continued to whisk to make sure that nothing was left at the bottom. I also want to mention that I go from using the word Jell-O to gelatin. Excuse me for that. I think it's Jell-O, but if you hear me say gelatin, I mean the package of Jell-O. So now that everything is dissolved, I am going to go ahead and add in the ½ cup of cold water and simply mix it in to help this hot water Jell-O reduce temperature, and so that it won't be too hot when we add it to our second ingredient. And now I do want to mention that I did go ahead and place my opened can of evaporated milk in the freezer for an hour and a half. You can definitely leave it in there for longer so that it can turn into a creamy consistency. I just didn't have time that day, so I left it in for an hour and a half. I simply poured it into a bowl and I started to mix. And as you'll notice when you're doing this at home, this step or this part of the process does take a little bit longer. So it does take approximately between 1.5 to 3 minutes for the entire can of evaporated milk to be frothy, or to be a little bit more, what's the word that I'm looking for? A little bit more fluffy. Nevertheless, I did continue to mix, and as you saw in the beginning, what I did is I actually started on a very low speed as to avoid making a mess, and then I slowly brought up my speed a little bit higher so that my evaporated milk would whip up a lot quicker. And basically what we're looking for here is for our evaporated milk to double in size and to also get very bubbly and frothy, and this is exactly what you're seeing going on right now in this bowl. I also want to mention that once you do try this dessert the first time, you can certainly add or make additions as far as fruits or other types of toppings on top of this dessert. It's a very versatile dessert. You can definitely customize it to any flavor that you want. If you wanted to do lemon Jell-O, pineapple Jell-O instead, or if you wanted to add fruits at the bottom of it and then simply scoop it out, you could also do that as well. For this next part, it is very important that your Jell-O mixture is not too hot, because it will cause our frothy evaporated milk to lose its volume. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to slowly, very slowly, in a ribbon method, and while my mixer is on, I'm going to pour in the Jell-O into my evaporated milk and then slowly blend all of it together. So at no point am I just going to completely dump in the entire Jell-O, because since our evaporated milk is cold and then our Jell-O tends to get a Jell-O consistency, or it tends to harden up. If you pour all of it at once, you might get a lot of clumps and a lot of lumps, and that is something that we don't want. And the first time that you are making this dessert, it's going to look a little bit iffy. You're going to say like, what am I doing? Why am I listening to Cynthia making this not 2 minute, but this 2 ingredient dessert? But I promise you it's going to come together. And basically, I don't want to spoil it for you, but it has a mousse consistency. So that is the reasoning why I got the Oreo crust and also the mini crusts, because I thought it would be perfect as a Jell-O pie. Obviously, this is definitely up to you how you want to present it. You can also simply just place it into a bowl and scoop it out. For the remainder of this part, we're just going to make sure that all the evaporated milk and the Jell-O mix together very well before we start to pour it into our bowl or into our pie crust. For our first presentation, I do want to present it as a strawberry gelatin pie. So here I'm taking an Oreo crust and I'm simply going to go ahead and pour my mixture right over my crust. Another thing to remember is that when working with this mixture, it will start to harden and take its shape very quickly. So you have approximately 7 to 10 minutes work time. Now, if you wanted to get fancy for this part, you could definitely add cut strawberries at the top or add different finishing touches to this strawberry Jell-O pie. Next, I also thought it would look super cute in mini tarts. So the first time I tried doing it in quarter cup measurements, but it didn't fill up the tart all the way. So the perfect measurement for these tiny cups is to use 1/3 cup to fill the entire mini tart. And that will get you all the way to the top. And like I mentioned, for the chocolate pie, you can also add pieces of cut fruit. You can add whipped cream on top of this. You can definitely customize it however you'd like. You can add sprinkles, small pieces of chocolate, anything that your imagination can imagine, you can totally add here. If you do choose to make mini tarts, this recipe does yield between 28 to 30 mini tarts. And as far as the big pies, if you wanted to use a big pie crust, it does yield between 2.5 to 3. As long as you don't fill them all the way to the rim, you can definitely make 3 with this just one mixture. For the remainder of my mixture, I did go ahead and simply place it into this glass bowl. And once I was done with all the presentations and setting up all of these desserts, I did go ahead and place them into the refrigerator for approximately 1 hour to make sure that they were completely set. And then I did go ahead and take them out and taste them, and here is a look at them. So first, here what we're seeing is the one that I placed in just the glass bowl. And personally for me, this was my favorite because you could definitely feel and taste the texture of the mousse. It was very creamy. I was actually surprised at how good this dessert was and how simple it is, because it literally is only 2 ingredients, because you probably already have water in your home. So technically it's a 3 ingredient dessert, but mostly just a 2 ingredient dessert, if that makes sense. Here is the tart. This one wasn't too much of my favorite. I don't know if it's because of the texture of the mousse with the texture of the graham cracker, but it was also very good. And like I mentioned in the beginning, you can definitely customize it by adding fruit at the top so that you can make it a cuter presentation. But in my opinion, I also thought after the fact that you can also put this mousse-like dessert into small shooter cups, and you can begin by adding tiny bits of graham cracker at the bottom, a layer of mousse, maybe a layer of jam, and then repeating the steps over, or simply just placing the mousse in those tiny shooter dessert cups and serving it up as a very easy and very economical dessert for your next dessert table, for your next baby shower, for your next party. It looks totally elegant. You can dress it up or down. What do you guys think? And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Share this video with your friends and like this video if you liked it. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye!